All right. This week, the sky is giving a fiery yes, finale, little circle clarity, and yes, a little cosmic glow up for your relationship reboot, if that's something you're interested in. Yeah, we got a super full moon in Aries, baby. And we all know it's bringing the heat, the heart energy, and wants us to be our bravest, most bad bitch self. So let's talk about all of that and more. But first,
Welcome to Cosmic RX Radio, a podcast that gives you real-life tools of spiritual empowerment and pure hype. I'm your host and intuitive guide, MADI Murphy. I'll be serving up your weekly energy readings, cosmic boss interviews, and astro inspiration. Are you ready to love yourself more, manifest your dream life, and own your magic? Let's jump in.
hello, how the hell are we doing? It's me, Maddie Murphy, your chaos goddess, cosmic consultant, messy metaphysician, who is here just to help you break down WTF is going on in the cosmos. How does it affect us here on Earth, the humans? I didn't even know what to call us for a second. I'm like, are we humans? Light beings in these meat suits. And I'm going to be breaking down, like I said, WTF is happening in the planets, in the cosmos, to give us more context to better understand how we can show up and meet this moment. And this is a big moment. This week there's some big things happening, and not just like an emotional big tide for this week, for this month, but the culmination of 6 months of something building. And I would even say about 2 years of something building. Okay. But let's get grounded. Let's get guided, and let's get into it. Okay. So for all of my, my hot girls, how are we doing? Let's just have a vibe check, a wellness check. It's been a lot. We brought back If Astrology Isn't Real, and every other week segment that we're doing here on the podcast. It's also on YouTube, where I break down the current events and how they relate to the cosmos. So I'm not going to go too far into that now, but let's just acknowledge, September is over, and that eclipse season was wild on the personal, on the planetary, right? Every level was just, we were feeling it on the micro and the macro. So it's just check in with yourself, because that was one of just the most intense months of astrology. We're really feeling it. I think I'm just starting to recover, but barely. Okay, so Virgo announcements. Here's just where I do my Virgo housekeeping before I get into the moon report, before I get to the planetary planning. So many of you are so pumped. I think you've signed up, or you're toying with it. You're teasing me. You're flirting that we can have a little IRL retreat at Kripalu in January. I believe the spots are filling fast. It's a small group. This is for you, January 9th to the 11th at the beautiful, sacred, high integrity spiritual retreat center, Kripalu in the Berkshires. Me and one of my best friends, Priestess Iset, who is an absolute soulful priestess powerhouse. We're going to be hosting a retreat for the multi-dimensional leaders, right? We're calling it the Cosmic Call. Are you answering? This is if your soul has been asking for a roadmap to understand these times, your role in it, your leadership, whether that's in business, in your entrepreneurial journey, in your creative journey, in your artistic journey, just in your journey of being a person. But if you're someone who's being called to lead right now, and you want to learn more about your birth chart, you want to get into your body with somatic rituals, you want to do some shamanic ceremonies to really make sense of everything you're feeling and bring yourself into alignment, into wholeness, please come join us on that. The link is in the show notes. As always, I love if you leave a rating and review. And if you leave your Instagram handle, you can win a little cosmic love note from me, a burning question reading where you slide into my DMs after you hear your name being read. Pop your birth chart in there. We'll vibe back and forth a little bit with the one question situation. I've been loving doing those, loving just another opportunity again to connect with you all. And of course, as always, if you haven't got your copy of In the Cosmic Zone, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is your roadmap for the alignment, the embodiment, the brave self-trust, the joyful reimagining. So definitely snag your copy. If you haven't, I would love that. I think you would like it too. I'm hearing so many fantastic, just little bits of feedback or ways that you're bringing the book into your own life that's inspiring me. That's what's so cool about writing a book or writing a book like this. Is hearing how you are all using it is its own magic and medicine for me. So affirming. So life fulfilling. You baddies are the best. Okay. Who wants to talk about the moon? I do. This is your moon report, right? This is how we understand and activate our emotional weather, our emotional self care, um, how we can understand what's going to be happening in our inner landscape so we can better navigate this outer. I was going to call it hellscape, but is that being a little like too much drama? Okay, I'll tone it down a notch. So Monday and Tuesday, we're talking Aries moon. This is the big full. This is a big full moon. Okay, so you're going to be feeling a lot of this balance between the me and the we. You're going to feel like heat. You might feel some agitation, frustration. You might want to do something alone these days if that's available to you. Like move your body, do a solo project, go for a solo walk, some kind of like fast aligned initiatory action that helps you feel empowered. Okay. The thing I don't want you to do is pop off impulsively, like lose your shit in a way that's like not grounded and cool. Don't take things too personally. And like, let's just like not be starting fights we don't want to finish or that we really have no business starting. Like, we don't need to like pick on random people. You can absolutely start fights with like fascist Nazis. I don't know what neo fascists, technocrats, oligarch billionaires, patriarchal banana pants. I don't know who. Like, you can start fights with them, but just don't be starting fights with like the random person in the checkout line in the grocery store. Like, they're probably going through it too. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, Taurus moon days. Now, after all that heat, we're grounding down. Can you really do something like super cozy? Can we ground into our senses? Give yourself a little essential oil diffuser when you get home, right? Make things cozy. Get like, I'm picturing one of those like sauna wrap blankets if you have them. Go to a yoga class, foam roll, get a tennis ball, get in your body, okay? Eat something delicious and grounding. Make yourself a little butternut squash. It's October. It's that season. Get a yummy soup. Oh my God. I had this like cauliflower ginger soup the other day, leek situation. It was amazing. The thing we don't want to do is get stubborn in a way where we're not able to be fluid and open. And we also don't want to ignore our body's signals and sort of go do things like stress shopping instead of tuning into like what our body actually needs. Friday and Saturday, Gemini moon energy. We are connecting, we are writing, we are brainstorming, we are flirting with new ideas, we are flirting with new people, we are phoning a friend who actually gets you so you can yap, 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 but on the soul level. What we're not going to do is spiral in anxiety. We're not going to overthink. We're not going to like word mouth, gossip, vomit, or like just like overcommit and scatter our energy everywhere. Okay. We can scatter joy and happiness around like confetti, but we are not scattering our energy and our bandwidth around like confetti. And then we wrap up the weekend. How perfect is this? A Cancer moon weekend after our fun, flirty Libra sun, Gemini moon, Friday, Saturday. Sunday is for the girls. Sunday is for the homebodies, yada, yada, yada. Like, let's get in, let's nest, let's nurture, let's tend to our spaces. Let's take a long bath and wrap ourselves up, like swallow ourselves like a little baby pink infant. And like, let's be a little newborn. Let's be a little house plant. Let's just like tend to ourselves on the most basic, beautiful, simple level. We're not going to do is we're not going to go into some other mode. We're not going to get clingy to the past or to someone else. And we're definitely not taking on everyone else's emotional baggage. Okay. Check that baggage at the door, please. Okay, so let's talk about the super full moon in Aries that's going down, right? This is the big headline for the week. I'm really like stoked on this. It's going down October 6th at 11:47 p.m. Eastern time. It's in 14 degrees of Aries. This is not your average full moon. This is a super moon, meaning that she's close, she's loud, she's bright, and she is not here to play small. Now, I want you to think about every full moon we know is the culmination of 6 months, right? Some kind of seed that was planted 6 months ago. It's coming into fruition, into culmination, into some kind of full bloom. And this one is no different, but there is a little twist. I want you to look back to what was going on or around March 29th, because we had a solar eclipse in Aries. Now, the solar eclipse in Aries was part of a larger eclipse journey and cycle, including that freaking crazy one in spring of 2024, where the eclipses like went over the USA, like remember the Great American Eclipse, and we're all like, oh shit, something's going down, right? And it even began before that. April 20th, 2023 was the first Aries eclipse. You could even look back to what was going on then, okay? And we've had these every 6 months, some kind of eclipse, mostly in Aries, in Libra, but it's gone back and forth. But definitely look back at March. What's happening? What is some kind of big culmination that you're feeling, especially around a new self? Is there a new you, a new like branded you that came out during that time? And now you're being asked to actually like make moves to becoming, to embodying that version of you. It's like we got the vision board, we got the mood board. Has anyone ever got like done a rebranded a company and you get like the deck? You're like, great, this is the new company. This is the new image, the new logo, the new ethos, the new like branding, wording, narrative. But now I actually have to implement it and I actually do the work behind it. That's kind of what's happening right now. Okay. That is happening. There's also a lot of themes around not playing small, courage to be your motherfucking most authentic self, clarity around what you do and like what you deserve and what you will and will not consent to. There is a cutting of the dead weight of stuff that's just like for once and for all, that is not coming with you on this journey. And though there's a lot happening in what would you call it? In like the balance hangs a lot around the me and the we. So there's a lot that you're being shown and you have been being shown about yourself and what your authentic self needs and how that will positively impact your relationships and what relationships maybe do or do not reflect that and what changes you're being asked to make. So this is a great time to do certain journal prompts. Like I want you to think about, and this full moon is asking you right now, where are you done pretending? Like, what are you done pretending doesn't bother you anymore? Where are we releasing the people pleasing, right? This is all some key one energy, some key seven energy from my book. Where are we releasing the good girl? Like, where are we done being like, tee hee, that doesn't bother me. I'm okay. He, laughs nervously, uncomfortably. And it's like, that shit does bother me. And like, I'm the only one who can set that boundary, who can make that shift. Okay. So that's the second prompt. Where are you overdue for a boundary? Where are you overdue for a boundary, a breakup, or a breakthrough? Okay. Like, let's be real. And then the other thing, and this is juicy, this is magnetic, this is expansive. What desire has been waiting for you to finally say yes? What desire has been waiting for you to finally say, hell yes, I am fucking ready? Because this Aries super full moon brings big feelings, but even bigger clarity, emotional tides that are going to demand freedom, release, liberation, really big turning points in identity, independence, partnerships, relationship truths coming to the surface, direction shifts you can't ignore. And if you have a lot of cardinal sign energy in your chart, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, you're going to feel it the loudest, the proudest, but everyone's going to get activated. Okay. Especially, I want you to look back to what's going on end of March. And I also want you to look at where Aries lives in your chart. Okay. So, right, full moons are always the balancing. Like I said, Aries, Libra, key 1, key 7. So this is like self-honoring versus people pleasing, autonomy versus collaboration, independence versus interdependence. And this is like, if you focus on too much of one or the other, too much on yourself or too much on relationships, you're going to feel like a recalibration. Okay. And this is a great full moon to do some kind of embodiment work around calling in better, higher quality, more honest, truthful, integrity in alignment relationships. So we're breaking patterns of self-abandonment. We're walking away from what's draining you. We're setting a boundary. But what else are we doing? We're taking a leap, even if the path isn't clear. We're speaking up, right? Your voice is the spell. There's so much happening. Mars is in Scorpio, which is making us, feel really passionate. We're feeling really deep into our deep, sacral energy, our ability to co-create and manifest with the universe. Mercury in Scorpio is square Pluto. This is truth telling. This is aha. This is big download moments. Venus is opposing Saturn. It's like karmic relationship check-in, check-up time. The value realignment, self-worth upgrades are happening now. You are recalibrating, again, your relationship with yourself and others. So, I really want to share with you, we are going to be running a special this week on one of my favorite mini courses that we do. And it's all about manifesting aligned love, aligned partnership, but it's not It's like not cheesy. It's not corny. Okay. Because I'm a Virgo. And if I tie my name to something, it has to fucking work. And it has to go into the spiritual, yes, but it goes into the neuroscience and it also goes into embodiment. Okay. So much manifestation out there is like, write something down 777 times and then you'll get it. And it's like, okay, the universe doesn't like need you to be like Bart Simpson in the opening credits of The Simpsons and just like write something over and over again to get something. The universe wants you to align with a version of you that already has that thing. The universe wants you to remember your fucking hell yes frequency where you already know you're worthy of that and also where you can hold that because I have worked with a lot of clients and they have all mirrored this back to me that manifesting your soul aligned partner, and this also goes for jobs and purpose, but I'm going to focus on relationships right now. Manifesting your soul aligned partner and finding that person, that is a miracle. That is a big journey. That is a huge manifestation. But that is only the start of the work because then guess what? Then the relationship begins. And all of the shit you've thought about and done, and all of your negative self talk, and all of your pet peeves, and your neuroses, and your limiting beliefs, and the that makes us a human comes up into play. Okay. And you need to know, the tools to deal with that all. You need to learn how to expand your capacity to receive and also know that you're worthy of this and not self sabotage. And you have to have all these, sense of self, your communication skills unlock. Again, all these tools of alignment. So you can now make that relationship like a beautiful garden, a masterpiece that you get to tend to. It manifesting the partner is kind of just the beginning. So I would love for you to take this course if it's something you're interested in. And I'll give you a sneak peek. Really, it's like about finding the one, but also becoming the one. And it's filled with rituals and visualizations and tips that I only put my name on something and put it out there if I have seen the proof in the pudding, if I have the receipts, if I've seen this shit work. I've done it in my own life, friends and family, I've seen them do it, but also like mentees, clients, people from all over the world, all different walks of life. And it is powerful shit. Okay. And there's just some reminders in there that I want you to think about, even if you don't take the course. You don't attract the right people by performing. You attract them by embodying your truth, but you got to figure out what that truth is. Okay. Becoming the one is the big part because just finding the one, that's only half the puzzle. It's like, okay. And also, if you're going to attract this person who you think is so amazing, so worthy of you, so amazing, so incredible, yada, 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 don't you want to be the version of you that they are also excited to meet and that the version of you that like can hold that relationship and not be in your head about it? Be like, yeah, I am fucking awesome. I'm lucky to have you, but you're lucky to have me, bitch. That is, I will say, my relationship to Life Wizard is not perfect, but a big part of our life every day is like, I'm so fucking lucky to have you, and you're so fucking lucky to have me. And it's like a mutual appreciation, a mutual sass society, but it's so true. And in this course that I talk about, it's also like working on yourself is actually one of the best gifts you can give to your future partner, right? I'm not saying I'm not one of those people. It's like when you finally love yourself, you will find your partner. It's like, what does that even fucking mean? Is there a finish line? Is there a report card? Is there a gold star? I didn't realize that happens when you officially love yourself. It's like, no, no. But if you're on the journey to learning your shit and learning about yourself, what makes you tick, what you need, how to articulate that, how to give that to yourself first, how to regulate yourself, how to communicate, how to listen, that is then when you're like, God damn it, I was born awesome, but now I have taken that shit to next level. And my future partner is so lucky to have me. And if anything's not working and someone's asking me to settle, then bitch, what's the mantra? What's the mantra, my cosmic baddie? Too aligned to settle. We are too aligned to settle. And you say, yep, thank you for the lesson. And that was a blessing and moving on, right? So that's part of this full moon is bringing all that into balance. And of course, in the Aries energy is always saying, stop waiting to be chosen. Choose yourself first, right? Choose yourself first. Hype yourself up first. Do all the things that make you just a walking, talking, radiant embodiment of the energy you want to call in. So it just happens, right? With so much ease, so much magnetism, and so much long lasting impact. That shit is when it's sustainable. Okay. So, wow, I really went on a little bit of a rant there. But if you want more information, check it out in the show notes. Our course on becoming and finding the one. It's a mini course. You can do it. You can listen to like a podcast. You can get your girlies together, do it like for the full moon. You can do it privately. You could take it, a little time with it for the rest of Libra season. But I swear to God, it is filled with some magic to help you release the patterns that block love and help you step into the soul aligned you and soul aligned partnership. I love seeing my baddies fall in love, but not in like the cheap, superficial romance for romance sake love. I love watching you all find the ones and become the ones that cheer you the fuck on, that hold space for your multidimensionality, your complexity, and just make you and remind you that you are so damn easy to love and adore. Okay. So this cosmic super full moon in Aries, right? It's like a cosmic pew, flare gun reminding you, bam, 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 right? To find the one, you must become the one, but also clarity comes through action. Courage is a spiritual practice. Walking away sometimes can be just as sacred and spiritual as the walking towards, right? It's never failure to give up on something that's just not serving you. That's actually just the next exciting plot development. If that's what you're feeling under this full moon, I want you to feel your feelings. I want you to name your desires. I want you to stoke your fires. I want you to cut the cords where you need to. I want you to light the match when you need to. I want you to just burn bridges to light the way for whatever it is next that you are feeling so fucking ready for. Okay. You've been on a journey in the Aries part of your chart. I know it. She knows it. The whole town knows it. Now it's up to you to claim it. And just remember, your life force is your compass. What makes you feel alive is what makes you feel aligned. Okay. It's time to follow it, baby. So happy super full moon in Aries, my baddies, my soul family. I love you. Go be brave. Go be the bad bitch with a good heart that we all need right now. And in the meantime, I am wrapping you in a protective, cozy, pink, sparkly cashmere blanket of love and protection. And I'm sending you, especially under this full moon Aries, a big, heaving load of blessings for big, fat, juicy checks and hot, fulfilling, toe curling sex. Until next week. Mwah. Do you love getting your Cosmic RX for the week here and want more? Make sure to sign up for our premium subscription so you can get exclusive access to bonus podcast episodes, all of my astrology info for the month ahead, and live new and full moon calls to help you manifest your dream life with an intentional international community of other cosmic baddies. Sign up through our link in show notes.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you want to know more about Cosmic RX, head on over to thecosmicrx.com. And if you really love this show, I'd love it if you left a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. I super love hearing from you and reading your reviews. All right, you cosmic baddie, tune in next week. And until then, remember, love yourself fully, work your magic, and take no shit.